Yo, what's up, America? We're back. It's KB here with Chris and Bing.
Well, bing bong.
What's up, baby?
Hard hat.
What's up, America? We're
Hard
back.
hat.
It's KB here with Chris and Bing. All right, anyways, CJ Squared episode 34, live on YouTube, streaming live tonight as the game is going on. We got the Bing Bongers playing the Houston Rockets and messing up my bet. But anyway, I'm here. Like I said, I'm here. It's JB, it's Chris. Episode 34. Can you believe episode 34 is here? One of these days, we're going to be at episode 50. So much stuff going on right now. We got people getting fired. We got the NBA season getting ready for those Christmas Day games. Can't wait for that 12 p.m. game. See the Knicks, the Bing Bongers playing against the Trae Youngs. Woo! And we got NFL football going on. The races, man, the division and conference races are getting tight. We got bowl season. We got the first CJ Squared Pick'em Bowl. Everybody throwing their money in, and somebody's gonna come out with some money in their pocket. So we're gonna see what's going on, right? Yeah. Joey's like this, make that money. And speaking of college picks, just to give you a quick rewind on how things went this year in our college picks. Let's first start by giving Joey props. I've already given him his props once before. I will, since I'm Joey's biggest troll, I will definitely give him props when they are due. His hot take back a couple of months ago was after he was disastrous during the NCAA season with his picks. Absolutely disastrous.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was beyond bad.
It was bad.
My man Joey said, JB and Chris, I guarantee during the college football season,
Tell him, JB.
I will be over 50% with my picks on the spread. And lo and behold, my man's.
Tell him.
I'm gonna say my man's on this one because good stuff, he my man's. Any other time, he's not my man's, but on good stuff, he my man's.
Tell him.
This dude, not only was he over 50%, he was 53% for the season.
That's tough.
That's tough, man. I think, hey, and week one, the dude started off with 3 right.
It's bad.
Started off in the hole, worked his way up, like, he worked his way up. He put that work in. Got lucky. Not a bad beats for everybody else, but he got lucky.
You need luck.
It's not a coincidence that Joey was the lowest lone wolf picker amongst the group. Joey always, like I was telling Chris, I was telling Joey the other night, we were having a conversation. And I was like, you had a good spot because you picked either after me or after Chris. So you were like, you know what, JB? I'll go with you on that one.
Oh, he's tailing our picks.
He did a lot, and and the rest of us, we did okay. I finished second. I mean, it's not bad for a guy who started off with 1 on the first week, right?
One dub.
I finished at 47%. It's not bad. It's not making me money, but it's not having me in the poorhouse either, like my man Buttons over here. We're talking about Buttons here in a second. Now, my man Chris, he was killing it at first, but he started to stray away from the pack. He wanted to be a lone wolf so many times that it kind of caught up with him.
Yeah,
that's right. And he ended up, actually, him and CDouble end up tying. And CDouble was the only one of our outside people who picked every week. Of course, we had the hot one. The hot one had the second highest percent, but due to his second week penalty, when he did not give me his picks in time, he cannot get recognized as the second best picker this year. So he ended up getting altogether, he ended up getting 69 correct. So we did 11 picks every week, and we had one bonus pick. So I added the points up. The final points was Joey had 85. No, I'm sorry. Joey had 94. Man. Right? Killed it. I had 85, and because I had also got 6 bonus picks right. Chris had 83.
There we
he
go.
Also had 6 bonus picks.
There we go.
Right. I think the worst one that he got right that kind of crushed my whole spirit when he picked UMass over UConn. I was like, what the heck? They both suck. UMass was suckier, and they won, and Chris picked them. That was crazy. That was crazy right there. And I think my man Chris went against my went against ODU when I had them in the bonus too. I think they got him though, because I picked ODU. CDouble had 82 points, and the HotOne had 72. HotOne did miss 2 weeks. He shouldn't have only missed 1. And my man Buttons, you picked every week except 1. You ended up with 71 points, Buttons. 42.9% correct, Buttons. Buttons, you got to make up for that because, man.
Buttons has some wonderful takes, though.
Some good takes, Buttons. But takes don't mean nothing if they wrong, bro. It don't mean nothing. All right, so, next year, we'll come back, do the same thing. One of the new things I'm going to add to it is if you are the top picker for the week, the next week you get to pick the bonus game.
There we go.
So they will give you, if you win, the opportunity to pick a game that you want to pick.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
So you want to bet on to put the pressure on everybody else.
Oh, there we go.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I like that. So when did we first start this? Was college basketball was already started, right? I think college tournament already started.
College basketball, we started it when I think it was the round of 16.
Yeah,
right?
I remember it already.
We're gonna go back to that too. We're gonna do the CJ squared, because everything I do now is gonna get changed to CJ squared. CJ squared, the CJ squared NCAA tournament. Last year, you know who won that? I don't gotta even tell you. Right, Joey knows he don't want it. Right, I crushed it. I picked Baylor. I crushed the picks in the NCAA.
Yeah, you were on fire.
You were.
I still got a spreadsheet now. Let me pull it out on y'all. Crushed it, and I picked those Baylor Bears to win it all. And they came through. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes next year. We also did our weekly NFL picks last year too. So we're always doing stuff here at CJ Squared. If you watch the show, you're gonna get something that's gonna help you win some money or just have some fun, right? Because we're about fun and winning money, because winning money is fun.
Yes, it is.
I checked. All right, you know what I'm saying? So like I was saying, we also have we have our bowl mania picks using ESPN. We're going to CJ Squared, the crew who picked the college games this year, all 6 of us, going to put a little money in the pot. We're going to pick our games through ESPN. Every game is going to be worth 1 point. The college football playoff games and the New Year Day, bowl games that are the, New Year's Day bowl games, going to be 2 points, and then the college football championship, you're gonna get 4. So it's gonna be pretty fun. Games start tomorrow. First game we have tomorrow.
Let's get it, baby.
On tap, we have, I believe it's Middle Tennessee versus Toledo, locks at 12 p.m. So Buttons, hot, CDouble.
Lock it.
Get yourself signed into ESPN. Make your picks for tomorrow before a lock. And don't forget to give me money, because all y'all should be ashamed. The first person who gave me their money this time was Joey, and that never happens. that never happens, right? So, bowl picks, and we're not picking against the spread. We're just going straight up, baby. Right? Because right now we got people not playing in the bowl games because they're preparing for the NFL draft. I've heard 3 really, top-notch players already. The kid from Michigan State, he's saying he's not playing. The kid, the guy, the running back from Notre Dame and their safety are saying they're not playing because they're preparing for the draft. Yep. So you got to be mindful of what's going on. That landscape with that and COVID, because COVID, like Joey said, everything. COVID is ruining everything. COVID is causing problems. But anyway, so next thing is we're gonna talk about what bowl games are we looking forward to outside of the college football playoff. I mean, honestly, the college football playoff to me has gotten like boring because college football playoff. Oh, Alabama's playing. Our second SEC team is playing. The only teams that you normally think would be there this year that aren't there, Ohio State and Clemson, right? Those are the 2 that you normally think would be there. And
usually you could have maybe an Oklahoma, Notre Dame, but it's one of those.
Oklahoma, Notre Dame almost backdoored it.
They almost did.
They almost.
This one at least should be.
I was gonna be PO too. I was gonna be pissed off.
They almost did.
This one.
I know Joey was waiting. Joey was like, "Please, let's get him in there." And then get beat every year they go. They get their
You're right.
This one should at least be like. We'll see what Cincinnati and Michigan. They haven't been in there, so at least it's got a little.
Michigan. I think Michigan. That was the first time they won the Big Ten championship ever. Can you believe that? That was their first Big Ten championship.
It's been a long time.
That's crazy for.
That was their first, like the game. That was their first time they won the game.
The actual
game. The first time they been to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So they played, with Ohio State always putting that, putting something in them, I guess.
Ohio State typically suns them.
So yeah, suns them. Yeah. Yep. So what games, Joey, outside of double pass? Threw it away. What games outside of the bowl series, the college football playoff are you looking forward to?
Chris and JB, the game that I'm looking forward to mostly at the moment is the Utes of Utah versus the
I know he's going to say that.
University. There's one reason why I'm looking forward to this game. I'm really looking forward to this game because I'd like to see how the Buckeyes respond to getting sunned by Harbaugh's khakis in that last game of the season. And not to mention, not only did they get sunned after that, after they've been whooping Michigan for a long, long time. Harbaugh had never beaten them, but Harbaugh came back and he sunned them, one. And number two, the soundbite that Harbaugh gave after the game, where he said, some people get, what did he say? I'm not saying this verbatim, but some people get to third base and think that they hit an actual triple when they were just put there. Something like that. Harbaugh pretty much said, Ryan Day, this isn't even your team, bro. This is somebody else's team that you're just having fun with. You're like Barry Switzer. You are Barry Switzer. You are Jay Gruden.
Cowboys.
You are Jay Gruden. You are somebody else. This is somebody else's team, and you think you are the top guy. Harbaugh pretty much said, you need to grow a pair, sir. So I'd like to see how the Ohio State University responds to getting sunned. Utah has been playing some very physical ball lately, and we saw what happened to the Ohio State defense. They could not stop the run. Michigan ran the ball down their throat. It was a fire hydrant. They ran it down their throat over and over and over. And that's what Utah likes.
And feed you.
That's exactly what they did the old method man. The H-O-D man. That's what they did.
I'm going to sew your butthole and keep feeding you and feeding you.
That's exactly what they did. And that's what Utah's game plan is. They want to method man they want to method man the Buckeyes out of the Rose Bowl. So I'd like to see how Ohio State reacts to what happened to them.
You know what really also makes that very interesting? The other team that's kind of sunned Ohio State was Oregon, and Utah sunned Oregon twice.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, they sunned Oregon twice, so that makes it very intriguing. Like, okay, so the other team that beat Ohio State, Oregon, is up against. I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch the game too. That's why we should do Thursday nights. I'm trying to watch the game, man, talking at the same time. So the Utah Utes, they you said dominated Oregon, and Oregon pretty much dominated Ohio State. So that's going to be, and of course, watch the Ohio State University will probably beat them 50-7.
We will see. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so for me, I was going between two bowls that I liked. Let me think. I got the Boca Raton Bowl, which is Saturday. That's Western Kentucky, App State. App State was one of my squads throughout the year.
That's one of your squads.
But Western Kentucky puts up 43 points a game and throws the ball all over the place. So that just scoring wise, I think that's 68, 69 point total. So it's up there. So, but I saw App State only has allowed 12 passing touchdowns all year. Mm-hmm. So a team that wants to throw. So, it's another. The one I actually want to see is another kind of two different styles, and that's Ole Miss versus Baylor. That's the Sugar Bowl.
Physical game right there.
So for me, I think it's big because it is Baylor's one of the best defenses in the country. You got Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin. You got Matt Corral, and who's a top probably the top quarterback taken maybe, or it could be. First quarterback taken.
Last time I saw McShay, I think had the kid from Pittsburgh as one.
Oh yeah. So
was like all the quarterbacks will get taken at the end of the first round.
Yeah, I don't think there's any guys.
And Wilkins, right? What's the kid from Liberty? What's his name?
Willis. Yeah. I don't think there's any guy that anyone's jumping up like this last year to get. But still, I think that when you get like two different styles going like that, it always makes for which one's going to win out. And another intriguing thing is this is the Big 12. I mean, they're representing with their champion, right? And they're champ versus in the SEC, Ole Miss is what the fourth best team or something, right? Probably the
third best team, I believe.
But even that's debatable, right? I mean, Texas A&M.
They were the second best team. They were the second best team in the West, and the East really doesn't have any good teams besides Georgia.
Yeah, so even if you're facing the third best team, the Big 12's best team versus the SEC's third best team, Big 12's got to. I mean, we're already losing two of their better teams, so they've got to kind of show up and see what they can do. And this is weird to have a Big 12 team who is kind of representing defense, so it should be an intriguing matchup. I think a win like this will kind of put Lane Kiffin, where he needs to be as far as, having a big bowl game.
But he's Lane Kiffin.
He's like, all right, hold on.
He's over the thing like this.
Hey, yo.
But these are the wins. These are the wins he needs to have, like these are the kind of wins he can start racking up a little bit of these and starting to actually build a resume that everyone kind of expected him to have. So for me, just the Big 12 SEC matchups are always usually pretty decent. Normally it's more offense versus offense, but this one's actually a difference of styles, and we'll see how good that quarterback is against a really good defense. So.
But Mississippi team, physical team too. Lane
Yeah,
Kiffin
yeah,
is not like
they're
let's throw it over the field everywhere.
no. They're like they're not like they're not like the old land
Yeah,
shark.
and he'll run the ball a lot with his quarterback
The
too.
old
Matt
land
Corral
shark.
ran the ball a lot as well.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit more balanced than some of the other old Ole Miss
I like
teams.
Mississippi State. Mississippi State, they don't run the ball at all.
Oh, they don't run the ball at
They
all.
just
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah. Well, same with
It's-
Alabama. Remember Alabama on Georgia? They could not run the ball at all, and they still killed them. It's like, what the
Yeah,
heck?
just passing.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, that's should be good though. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
mine.
Guy from the back from the Chargers just fumbled on the 1 yard line.
What, Eckler or Jackson or
Chargers right now could be up 27-13, but the score is 14-13.
14
said
13?
Eckler?
So.
That's
No,
Eckler.
it was I think it was Kelly.
Okay, good. Oof.
All right. So yeah, and that West Kentucky team, man, that quarterback, that's the guy who had 52 touchdown passes this year from West Kentucky. And App State was pretty much good against everybody except Louisiana. That's the only team that
Yeah,
really
so that should be a real good bowl game.
Yeah.
So that's early
Yeah.
Saturday, right?
Yeah. So for me, I'm really looking forward to Clemson versus Iowa State. Is that Clemson defense still legit? That's because they play like they're legit. I'm sure they're the top 10 in the nation. And they are losing their defensive coordinator to Oklahoma, which would be interesting to see how that works. And I believe they lost their OC to another squad. I think Elliott went somewhere too in the ACC, I believe.
Where did he go?
And Patrick Mahomes just threw an interception at the 2 yard line, and he may have ran in for a touchdown. They touch him down.
Was it
Oh, no.
Patrick or was it Jackson?
Huh?
Did you say Patrick Mahomes or Jackson Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes just threw an interception, and no, so I think it was Kelly or Jackson that fumbled at the goal line, and then Mahomes just threw an interception. It got tipped, and the same guy caught it.
Oh.
He must have got touched down at like the 3 or something. Yeah, Mahomes. Wow. Anyway, and
Elliott's to UVA.
oh yes, yeah. Because Joey's boy Bronco couldn't take it no more.
No, he's out of there.
Done.
Couldn't take it.
Too much racism in Charlottesville.
Putting up video game numbers but couldn't get W's out of it, right?
The tiki torches.
Yeah, too much.
I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that right there. Eckler for the touchdown.
JB and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
And of course, and like I said, Clemson, Iowa State, you got the kid Bryce, I think Hall. I think he was a first-team All-American running back. Has like 24 straight games with a touchdown rushing. Would that streak get broke? Would that streak be stopped by that Clemson defense? Because Clemson, that's right there saying, that's going to Dabo was saying, we stopping that streak. You know how Dabo is. And then I'm looking forward to see the ODU Monarchs are back in a bowl game.
Welcome back,
Myrtle Beach Bowl, I believe.
Welcome back.
I think last time they played a bowl game, they played in the Bahama Bowl a couple of years back. So
they love beaches.
Yeah, ODU. I think Tulsa's going to smash them because Tulsa has played a way tougher schedule. Tulsa played like some heavy hitters. ODU has been playing some straight knuckleheads. They did beat some teams. Surprise! They did beat West Kentucky. One of those teams from that from the Conference USA. But anyway, so yeah, looking forward to that. Chris, CDouble, Rod, Buttons, make sure. I know Buttons, you already registered because you're good. You're a good man. The rest of y'all, make sure you get in there. You got an email with that code. Make it happen. Get your picks in, and get that money to me and get this thing rolling.
Get it in.
So who's next? You
So Chris, you up? We're talking about. I just throw it out there. We're talking about which NBA teams that made NBA time, everybody. NBA time.
Welcome back, NBA.
Yeah. Welcome to COVID Part 2 NBA.
Yeah.
How many teams are getting killed by COVID? Chicago. You got New Jersey. You got Giannis getting out with COVID. You got James Harden. These guys may miss Christmas Day. Oh, no. He may miss Christmas Day games. Westbrook is probably going to miss the Christmas Day games because once you go into the safety protocols, I think it's 10 days. And
Trae Young, you better not miss. You better be in that garden, baby. Let's go.
Fantasy basketball people right now, man, you hoping, you like, please, don't let my top players go out.
By the way, JB, may I interrupt really quick about fantasy?
Yeah, of course.
Basketball. I have a message for you from Paladin. Paladin wanted me to.
Hold on. Let me just interrupt you. If it's not saying, JB, you the man, you're better than me, I don't want to hear it.
That is not what he told me to tell you.
What do you say?
Paladin
What do you say?
told me to tell you that if only you had been playing him yesterday, he had one of the greatest single days ever for a full squad. He had like 5 of his 6 players that all went for 20 to 25. They all played really well. He said, if I had this and playing against him, he would have been trash. So he wanted me to let you know he will see you in the playoffs, and you're lucky you didn't play him.
Tell him 10-3. And tell him that no Paul George, no Terry Rozier,
I will text
no
him.
Cole Anthony for the whole week.
Yes.
No Will Barton. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you want to see me? Okay. All right.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, that's all good. It's all good. So, these COVID is ravaging the NBA, but we still, it doesn't matter. You got to play who you got. That's why you pick your team, and that's why you pay their money, right? I think even though there were 2 games postponed this week for the Bulls, the Bulls had 2 games because they didn't have enough players.
They did not.
Didn't have 8 players, man. Anyway, so the big question is, which NBA teams that made the playoff last year, that's the key, that made the playoff last year, are you most concerned about going on in this season? I'm gonna start with you, Chris. Who your teams?
So I got Dallas. Luka. Reggie Miller's already called Luka out for being out of shape. I mean, this is a guy who's everyone was talking about him maybe being the MVP this year, kind of taking that next step to, he's already a superstar, but, kind of taking that next step. And then he comes in out of shape. He doesn't look the same. He's kind of regressed. And then you got Porzingis Porzingis can come out and carry you on nights, but then he also can disappear. He hasn't really found a rhythm of being just a consistent level guy. And I think as a superstar, kind of what they're paying for as like a number 2, you can't have those. I mean, like you take the Lakers, everyone gets on AD about being a number 2. You look at his numbers and the consistency he's putting out. I mean, he still kills it. Where Porzingis as a number 2, he could have a night where his best night is AD's normal night. You know what I mean? So, and his bad nights, he's just a nobody at all. So, and I looked up some numbers, of course. So they're 20th or worse this year in offensive efficiency, effective field goal percent, 3-point percent, and total rebounding rate. So they obviously can't shoot. So you should be able to defend. They are defending a little bit better, but they're 20th or worse in opponent shooting percentage and opponent 3-point percentage. So they can't shoot, and teams are shooting well against them. They have last year they were number 1 in the league in winning percentage for close games. Now they're 8th, which isn't an awful drop, but you see the difference when you're, say, the 7th through 9th team. Those close games can either make or break you. If you lose 5 or 6 of those close games, you're bounced out of the playoffs. So to me, I think they said that they're down about 3 to 4 points per game, which equates to eight losses in a season. So if you 8 losses, they may not even make the playoffs. So a team that looked like they were gonna take the next step, maybe, and Luka would take the next step, I feel like they're going backwards and they rely too much on the 3-point. And if you're not shooting well, then if you don't have a Steph Curry and you rely too much on Luka, they pretty much go as Luka goes. They don't have those shooters. Tim Hardaway is taking.
Dirk is not coming.
Dirk is definitely not coming through that door. Steve Nash. Steve Nash is not coming through that early. Chandler. He's not coming through either. So for me, if you rely on Luka as much as they do, they rely on Luka almost more than any other superstar. And if he takes a step back, you see what they're going to get. They're just going to be a fringy playoff team.
Luka is out of shape. The rocket scientist to look at a man on the court and he's like a doughboy.
Yeah, yeah.
I make dough.
Look like a guy. He don't look like a guy that's, Luka. If Luka wants to get to that next level, he needs to turn his body into Dan Marley.
Oh,
he have a Dan Marley type body, right? Or something close to that. He can't be out there doughboying it up. That's why he always get hurt.
I mean, you look at guys like Durant and Jordan and LeBron and Kobe, those dudes in the offseason, they come back. They already say, we work way harder in the offseason, so the season we can handle it easy. It's not hard. Luka's the other way around.
These guys are superstars. These guys are MVP level. They're not just talk about them being MVPs. They make it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And they put in the work for that. So, I mean, our game is tied up now, 21-21.
Yeah, so to me, they're just a fringy team that I wouldn't be surprised of right now if they even make the playoffs,
Play-in. I mean, the West, ain't
not all that.
They probably make the play-in. Luka's out again. Porzingis he don't like to paint. He's the biggest guy on the court, but doesn't want to get close to the basket unless it's a rim run. So, I mean, that's how the game has evolved for some people. It's crazy, right? J Kid out there like run into me. You remember that clip?
Yeah.
You try and get the game slowed down. Run into me. And then straight on the floor. Yeah, he got fined for that one. Anyway, that was a weird moment. But
weird.
Joey, what about you, man? Who you got as being you concerned about? And please make it something that makes sense. Like we discussed earlier, that didn't make sense, but go ahead.
Chris and JB, shouts out to Chris Sapps because he thinks he's a franchise player, but he's not. I am concerned, and my boy Corey is going to be very upset. I am concerned with the Utah Jazz. Yes, we may be hearing that was weird moments, that was weird soundbite right here, because the Utah Jazz are having another outstanding season. Quinn Snyder is one of the most underrated coaches in the entire league. Utah is 20-7 right now. They sit 2.5 games behind first place in the Western Conference. No one's talking about them, but
NBA TV's talking about them.
It's going to be a Groundhog Day situation for them.
Groundhog Day.
That's what's going to happen. They're not going to win. They had the Clippers beat last year. The Clippers' best player wasn't even playing. They had a 20-point lead on them on their floor and lost.
Because Quinn Snyder got out coached, Joey. That was a case of being out coached, not making adjustments in the game.
JB, he wasn't the one shooting the basketball.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you watch those games. Do you know what turned that series? What turned that series was Ty Lue decided, you know what? Rudy Gobert is a good player.
Mhm.
He is not a threat in the post. So we don't need to put a big center out there. Let's play small. Make him guard Terrence Mann. What is Terrence Mann? Terrence Mann's, because he got his man that one
He
game.
got his man.
His man to win crazy. Woody Gobert like this, looking at him. Should I go out there? Should I go? Dude is banging threes.
Bang, bang.
It's time.
Bang.
It's time for an adjustment. It's time to play. You know what? I got to play small. He refused to, and he paid the price for that.
Yeah,
Or
but could you see them sitting Gobert? And that's the thing is Gobert's strength is clogging up the middle and being that guy. If you take him away, the Jazz, they're not what they are supposed to be, right? And then they're just all right.
Tell you what, the way the way that the Clippers exposed them, it was. I mean, I understand that. Yes, we want to clog the lane up. We want to do that. But you have to make an adjustment in a game. They're not driving the lane at this point. They're just sitting out here driving kick because Gobert is clogging the lane and he's leaving his man wide open. His man is the one that's killing them.
Yeah.
It's time to make a decision.
It's going to be Groundhog Day in Utah because Utah is not good enough to beat any of the top-notch teams in the West, which means that Spider is going to start to get that feeling. I need to get out of here. We're not getting
I don't think
better.
that's going to happen, Joey. Can I disagree with you on that one?
Help.
And here's why it won't happen. Do you know who is a minority owner of the Utah Jazz?
Yes, I do.
Who is this man? What's his name?
Flash.
Do you know one of the main reasons he's a minority owner?
I do not.
He is there to mentor and help Donovan Mitchell.
Is that going to be enough to keep him in Utah?
For now it will be. I mean, what is Utah? What does Utah have? I mean, I think Utah's problem is how they play, right? And I listened to, because recently I have been spending my mornings and driving listening to the NBA channel because I have burnt out on fantasy football analysts at this point in time. I'm burnt out, right? Because I listen to them every once in a while, but I can't listen to them talk because you know what? I figured it out. I know just about as much as them when the game starts. I know about as much as them, right? From what I read, from what I see, and I got so many alerts going on and stuff like that. So right now, there's no need to even listen to them right now. So I'm doing NBA, and they talk about how the Utah Jazz. They agree with you, Joey. The people on NBA TV today on the radio, they agree with you. They say that they are pretenders. They say that they will do the same thing they've been doing. And the reasons they have, though, are because of how they play. And like they say that their worst 3-point shooters shoot the most threes. And those are Donovan Mitchell and Jordan Clarkson. They shoot the most bad shots, right? The shot selection, right? And plus, I mean, when you need a basket, Rudy Gobert good on defense, but can I throw it to Gobert in the paint and get a bucket?
No, you cannot.
Right? Can I count on Rudy Gobert getting double teamed?
Nope.
No. So I mean, you're right. I agree with you. I don't think, but I'm not concerned. I mean, me personally, I'm not concerned with them because they will finish with a better record than the top team in the East. They'll have the third best record in the league when the season's over.
Yes, they will.
They'll get a chance to either play Phoenix or Golden State in the second round, maybe.
Correct.
We'll see how it falls. I don't.
Nobody now.
Yeah, but then you think a team like what's it called? Milwaukee last year. I mean, obviously they've got Giannis, but they're a team that has a big that doesn't really he clogs the paint up the same way. I mean, the difference is they've got Middleton and they got Giannis.
Correct.
It's a big difference, though.
Utah ain't got that.
If I'm an NBA, for me, other guys may say something different. If I was an NBA guy right now, if you say, give me Rudy Gobert or give me Brook Lopez, I'm taking Brook Lopez. And here's the reason why. Brook Lopez can give you the same type of rim protection, not at the same level as Gobert. Brook Lopez can also go in the paint and get you a bucket.
Right. Oh, yeah, he definitely
He
can.
also can stretch the floor because he'll bang a three as well.
Yeah.
So give me Brook Lopez all day long.
Yes,
I would rather have Brook Lopez. If the Jazz had Brook Lopez instead of Gobert, they'd be in better shape.
Well,
when Giannis got hurt, what did the Bucks do? They threw the ball into who? Lopez and Portis. They went in the paint to beat the Hawks. They pounded them in the paint with those two guys.
Yes, they did.
So I mean, that's the and plus, I mean, Milwaukee, they play different than the Jazz.
Well, you also have Giannis who can switch on so many guys defensively. So you're not going to get a guy who he can play from basically 1 through 5 if you want him to. So that's the difference. Is that there's not many Giannis's out there.
No, there aren't.
Like Brian Scalabrine said, and the other guy said, Frank Isola, and I agree with them. Utah Jazz, they're a good regular season team. Now, if you want to, I tell you, if you're a betting person, if you want to bet on a team covering a spread against a bad team, the Jazz will do that every time. They will blow teams out they're supposed to beat.
Yes, they will.
We'll blow you out. In the regular season, they will beat you, but postseason time, yeah. But I don't know about concern. I mean, if you finish third in the West, are you really concerned?
Groundhog Day, JB. Groundhog Day.
Okay, all right.
I do though, Danny Ainge being in the front office is a huge upgrade. That's right. That's right. Danny Ainge knows how to build championship squads. He also knows how to not build championship squads by stocking up on draft picks and not knowing what to actually do with them. That's why he is now no longer in Boston. So, but I think that is a definite upgrade. And he if anyone is going to fix Utah's problem of being in a Groundhog Day situation, it is Danny Ainge.
Okay. Hey, so game update. Chargers just scored Justin to Keenan Allen for a touchdown. The score is 28-21, 2:19 left. All right. So for me, it's kind of two teams. And one of them that I called this out last year. And I know my man's Joey gonna be upset.
Oh no.
But I called it last year. I said that the Knicks can't score and they're gonna be in trouble. Joey was dancing, he was doing like this when they got Kemba and Evan Fournier. Joey, oh, we got scoring. Oh, and lo and behold, Kemba not even in the rotation. Lo and behold, the Knicks are not even a play-in team right now.
What's their record?
At 13-16.
Yeah. Yes.
Randall is not playing like he did last year.
No.
He went top and got COVID.
Yes, he does. And he's been playing pretty well. The
Knicks right now at home are 6-9 in the guard. In the Mecca.
Yeah, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So
I am concerned.
You and thus you should be.
I am
right.
concerned.
I mean, right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Wizards,
they are hot right now.
Yes, they are.
The Wizards all have a better record than the Knicks.
Yes, they do.
The big question is who? So you got the Celtics, the Hawks, the 76ers, and the Wizards all in the play-in games. Who are the Knicks gonna knock out?
We'll be there. I'm not worried about that.
That's what I'm saying. Man, they in trouble. They in trouble.
They're in trouble.
They could be in trouble. And of course, my second team, which Joey thinks that somebody is going to be exiting out that door over there, not coming in the door. He's gonna be leaving out that door. Man, my Portland Trailblazers, man, what's going on with y'all? Man, they in trouble.
Trouble.
I mean, they gotta change their whole culture and do a reboot, and
Dame, we all know Dame wants out. He's not going to say it because he doesn't want to be the bad guy.
That guy. He don't want to be that guy. I'll tell you what. What's today? This day was December 16th. Trading should start to ramp up because leagues now can trade players they signed this year. Now is the time. Triggers must be pulled.
Yes,
that's going to get pulled.
How does Dame figure Ben Simmons would make them better?
I mean, they're not going to. Portland is at a point now that they just got to come to the realization that they are not going to be up there in the West or in the league.
Oh,
they gotta build back better, like the Build Back Better plan. They gotta build
back.
Right? So you build back sometimes by doing what? Tearing it down and starting over from scratch. Ben Simmons may not be a cornerstone, but he could be a piece into developing a team that can compete in the future because he's still young.
He makes them better if he's joining CJ and Dame, but you get Simmons, you got to get rid of CJ.
Or Dame. What is it?
That ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Portland is in a precarious situation right now. Portland is in they're 11th, and right now the play-in is Chris's team, the Mavericks. You got the Nuggets without any players except for the Joker.
Bad.
Timberwolves.
Bad.
Timberwolves, who got your boy Ant-Man out here taking folks' soul on the court by dunking on them.
Hey.
And even the Kings. The Kings fired Luke Walton, and they got making some noise, but they're 12-17. So, and they've been playing Marvin Bagley.
Yes, they are playing. Man.
Right? Second pick in the draft, not playing. Why draft him?
Why?
All right. So on to the next thing.
Yeah, let me what do we got here? That's so big weekend fantasy football coming up. The playoffs.
Playoffs.
So how many teams you got in? How are you looking, Joey?
Looks like I have 5 teams. Oh, hold on. 1
out of 20 leagues.
Boys in 7 leagues.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got five teams, and I think I have a pretty decent shot of possibly winning 4 of these leagues.
Oh, okay.
Decent shots.
How about the league?
They must be rigged.
The league.
You got a shot?
It's going, if I can stay healthy. Right now, my team is staying healthy. The top 2 teams of CDouble and the Professor, the one loss on the Professor's record came from me.
Oh, nice.
Came from me. Now,
man, if you win, you play him again, don't you?
That is correct. Professor and CDouble clearly have the best teams because they just have firepower all over, but they are both losing. They're both losing. I don't have the firepower that they have, but they've been losing guys over as the season has been.
You got to hope for some COVID miracles.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If I'm gonna have to put COVID in that lineup with me. Someone has my flex.
Pick COVID in the lineup.
And I may actually get them on a bad.
You think you can put up 200?
No.
Are you don't have that squad that can do 200?
No, I do not have a squad that can put up 200.
Here is the funniest thing about the league. On our side of the bracket, Chris, tell you a funny stat. I am in last place on that side. Yet I have outscored everyone on that
that's
side.
Ridiculous. It just played out.
The division winner on that side, I smoked him when I played him. So it's a weird season. but it's good, Joey. 5 out of 7 for actual chances to win. You cooking with grease.
I'm trying to, JB. Trying to.
You're trying.
JB, how about you?
I went 4 out of 6. It should have been 5 out of 6. But it's how I set the league up. I mean, like CJ Squared, the CJ Squared League, me, Joey, nor I made the playoffs. You have to represent us and win the championship.
Oh, geez.
Because like I was like Joey, I think I told you already, Joey. Oh my goodness, they tied the game up. Travis Kelce with a touchdown.
Oh.
That's good for me. In nobody's league, I got Kelce starting. He's putting up numbers, so that's good. I'm playing against Sonk Nation. I don't know who that is. Who's that? Who is Sonk Nation?
Sonk Nation.
That's who is that? Austin. That's
Oh, is it?
It's like my cousin's my cousin on my stepmom's side. And we're
Okay, so yeah. So right now, Kelce is giving me 8 receptions, 130 yards, and a touchdown. So I'll take that all day. But anyway, so the Chargers got a minute and 16 to get a field goal to win it. Dustin Hopkins time. So I think I have a legitimate chance to win all 4 of these leagues I'm in. I just in 2 of them I got 2 first-round buys, and one of them where I didn't get a buy. I had a lot of guys hurt, but I think Joey's boy Aaron Rodgers is getting hot at the right time. So I got him starting in that league with Kirk Cousins.
Told you, JB. Told you.
And Devontae Adams. So I mean, I think here's the key for me. For me to be successful really in all these leagues, I need DeAndre Swift to be back week 16. If I can get him back week 16, then my chances to win go up exponentially.
Sky's the limit.
All right. So, and I mean, 4 out of 6 is not bad. I think I should have made the playoffs in the CJ Squared League. 2 of the guys who made the playoffs, I beat them head to head. Against Adam, I'm 2-0. And he got in the playoffs with the same record as me because of division. That's how I set the league up. So what can I say? How your boy do it from Jordan, Joey?
Oh.
What can I say?
Congratulations,
Adam.
for next year.
Right. And then, I got in my brother's league, I got a first round bye. So I was happy about that. So I ain't got to play nobody that got any firepower this week while my team gets healthy. I get Michael Carter back. I'll get Swift back, Waller back. If I get these guys back, I got a chance. Because I already I picked up Perry, right? Picked Perry up. I got CeeDee Lamb. I got Ayuk. I got some good players.
Ayuk playing some good ball right now.
Starting to.
The kicker is in that league. The funniest thing is, I had Ridley in 3 leagues.
Mm-hmm.
2 out of those 3, I didn't make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that I think, and especially in the CJ Square League, really it was going to be my number 1. Not that CJ Square League. In CJ Square League, I had Adams my number 1. Really was my number 2. But in the NFL one, I had really as my number 1, and that killed me, right, all year.
Right.
All right, because I wanted to have Ridley, Allen as my number 2, and Thielen in that wide receiver tight end spot, which would have been big, but of course it just didn't work out, man. I'm in the top 6 in scoring, didn't make the playoffs. Like Chris got sun too, like that. He got sun.
That was me last year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in 5 leagues, and I made it in 4. 3, I'm in the top 3 seeds. The other one I'm playing Joey, and it's not looking good. Because I'm the 8th, Joey's first, actually. So
you're playing, you're playing Joey in the Fantasy 2 League.
Yeah.
Joey
So,
put a beating on me last week.
Yeah, so that one's not that squad it's not looking good for me on that one. So
I win, I got Joey next round.
And then
I gotta make it there.
Yeah, so for me, my teams, I mean, I have all David Montgomery, so I'm killing that. I got a lot of the similar guys. I think Allen Robinson. I think only Allen Robinson in maybe one other league. He's out with COVID now, so
He's been out all year, basically.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Joey, I just looked. You scored over 200 one time. So that's against these heavy hitters. You're like, you better be, you better hope.
I put 235 on CDouble. He put 275 on me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I did the same on CDouble.
Yep.
I think I scored 200 over 200 5 weeks, and I lost 2 of them.
I'm actually surprised we're not seeing CDouble on here tonight, because he has been a happy dude over the last.
This is his year right now. He probably wants to come on and gloat.
Yes, he does.
CJ Square, CDouble, he did Bupkis, so he can't go in here and brag too much.
Joey, last week I went to pick up a quarterback in the CJ Squared League because I had Hurts and Carson Wentz on a bye. So I went to pick up Sunday morning. There was no quarterbacks that were playing available.
I've been doing that the last 3 weeks in the CJ Squared League.
Yeah, so I had to start.
It's barren. It's nothing.
So I started I don't even remember who I started in my flex spot. Because you always want a quarterback there. And so I had 2 good ones because Hurts and Wentz have been decent. And so obviously I knew I wasn't going to win that league because, man, who did I start there? But yeah, so that was on me. I can't really blame anybody but me for that one. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm looking all right, but I think that I don't have any team I feel like I'm dominant, but I have a couple teams that I feel like have a shot,
Right.
So really that's all that matters. Just get there and yeah, let me see who I started. I started the Westbrook guy. Oh no, I started the guy from the running back Godwin Igwebike or something.
Yeah.
From Detroit, he didn't even get a touch, did he?
He got me in my flex spot. He got me 0.5 points.
0.5.
And I lost by like 20 something. So if I would have had Baker Mayfield or somebody.
Chris, I'm assuming you've never heard of a running back named DJ Dallas.
Oh, is that your guy?
He was available.
Actually, Rashad Penny was available in some leagues.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's we'll update it next week, see how we actually fare because it's playoff time. So all right, let's head back into we'll head back into some basketball. We got the Kyrie Irving trade rumors are heating up. Which team, if any, should trade for him? Joey?
Nobody.
Oh.
Who can?
Nobody.
Who can?
Nobody knows
your team.
You don't think anyone should?
Oh, somebody definitely should. I have the perfect team that should make a move and get Kyrie. Well, Brooklyn needs to get Kyrie out. That is absolutely a definite, because there is no way, with the way COVID is going on right now, and it's going to hit New York harder than everybody else, their restrictions are not going down anytime soon. So that means Kyrie is going to have to stick to his guns, and there is no way that Kyrie is going to swallow his pride and say, you know what, I was wrong. I'm just going to put that needle in my arm so I can go back to play basketball. So So if Brooklyn wants to make that move and get to the next step, because actually I've been a little worried about Brooklyn, but Brooklyn has turned it up on defense. They're in the top 5 in most of the major defensive categories in the NBA. KD is having a MVP season. James Harden is starting to pick things up a little bit until COVID hit, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. But they are hurting on their front line. They're depending on a bunch of old guys. Therefore, Kyrie needs to go, and they need to find a way to bring back Sabonis from the Pacers, because all of the Pacers' main parts are up for sale. So I do everything that I can to get Sabonis, a guy that can do everything that Brook Lopez does, a guy that can hit a three, a guy that rebounds very, very well. Maybe not a guy that's going to block your shot in a way that Miles Turner would, who is a guy that they should be possibly looking at also. But Sabonis, you get a piece like him with Brooklyn. Good luck beating Brooklyn in the East. Not the way the KD is going right now, and James Harden is but Sabonis will just give them a little bit of extra firepower, someone that is going to clean the boards for you. Brooklyn should be doing everything that they can to get someone on their front line who can contribute immediately and stop putting a lot of pressure on these old guys to do it, because they can't do it at a high level like they used to. Get Kyrie out immediately.
All right, JB, who you got?
Nobody should trade this guy. He can't be trusted. Why you trade from here? Trade. He wanted to go to the Nets. He wanted to bring KD to the Nets. If he goes somewhere else, he's going to be a problem.
He will.
Wherever he goes, he is an NBA champion. He is a great player. But wherever he goes, he causes problems.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Well, if you want problems in your franchise, yeah, bring in Kyrie. Go ahead, bring him in. Go ahead. Come on, Kyrie.
Come on.
You want issues. I don't know. Kyrie, I don't know, man. Kyrie, he's a flat earther, okay? I'm done. That's all I got to say.
Yes, he is.
He believes the earth is flat.
Just put the needle in your arm already. My goodness.
He said he might think about it if they come out with a plant-based organic one.
Oh, well.
So we'll see.
A plant-based organic vaccine.
That's what I didn't read it. I saw the headline. I was like, whatever. I'm not paying attention.
Whatever, Kyrie.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah.
What is in a COVID vaccine?
Oh my gosh. Plant-based. What is it?
COVID-19 vaccines page on cdc.gov. The current vaccines are the BioNTech, Pfizer vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and finally, the Moderna, NIAID vaccine. COVID-19 vaccines authorized or approved by FDA and recommended by the CDC for use in the U.S. for a limited population. For informational...
They say, I know they don't put egg cultures in them, so I don't know.
He was
here
getting
it says
COVID.
the New York Post headline. It says Nets Kyrie Irving might be swayed to take plant-based COVID vaccine in works. So I guess they're putting.
Is he talking about protein? Maybe he's getting his COVID vaccinations mixed up with protein shakes.
But then it says Medicago and GSK announced COVLP, a plant-based corona vaccine.
Okay.
That was on the Washington Post. So
Put it in your arm, Kyrie. Put it in your arm. Get on the floor. Win the NBA title.
Game is in overtime right now. Chargers getting the ball first. Chiefs getting the ball first.
Okay.
So I'm with Joey. I like the Sabonis, but I also am liking Turner just because he isn't a guy who has to score. And I think that the knock on them last year was defensively they weren't great. They could score with anybody. But, if you get a guy like Miles Turner, Now, I don't think that the Pacers are going to make that trade straight up Turner for Kyrie.
Is that trade gonna make the Pacers a competitor?
Well, no,
like
what I'm reading more is that they would maybe just have him there, and then they would try to maybe move him or something and dump salary anyway to maybe get younger guys.
The Pacers are looking to move all 4 of their major pieces.
So they might bring him in just to maybe move him later or to dump salary, to maybe get some pieces.
You do that, Kyrie won't even show up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the worry with all the.
He will do something so the trade won't go through.
Well, Kyrie does have it is an attractive thing for Kyrie's contract because he can opt out next summer. And if he does
the Nets,
if he gets traded, he likely will opt out.
And you just gave me reason not to trade for him.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Is no one's gonna want him.
You just made it that much harder for me to even think about bringing that guy to my organization.
Bro.
All right, let me throw out one name. Crazy for crazy, Ben Simmons. Does he make the Nets better?
Yes.
Would you make that deal if you're the Nets?
Yes.
If I'm Philly, no. I do not want a team in my division better. I'm not making that deal. If I'm trading Simmons, he's going out west.
It makes them both better.
Yeah, as Philly might be better. Philly would be, I mean, they're both sitting there doing nothing anyway.
Kyrie
and he's a guy who can shoot, so he doesn't have the spacing issues that Embiid does.
Will Kyrie be okay coming to the Sixers knowing that the Embiid is the man?
No one in the world can figure out what that dude is thinking. So,
really, why do I want to trade somebody to my team who I have no idea what he's going to do?
But the Nets should make the move because it hides what Simmons can't do. Because he doesn't need the ball at the hand, you know what I mean? At the end of the game, he doesn't have to shoot threes. He can defend. Whatever he does there, he can do. He can dominate doing what he does and not have to do his weakness.
Agreed.
Ben Simmons can't shoot free throws, has no confidence.
He won't touch the ball at the end of the game because you got 2 guys who can dribble.
Won't touch it.
Guess what? It's one word for people like that in the NBA. Liability. I don't care how good you are. You become Travis Kelce out here going crazy.
I thought it'd be maybe Hill would go crazy tonight, but all right. So we're gonna get on our last topic for Joey's. Joey's got a hot take for us, we'll see. But so yesterday when I sent over the show outline for these guys, the last question was, Will Urban Meyers be fired after one season? And I guess I just threw it out there into the universe and they answered. So he ends up getting fired. I'm sure everybody already knows that. But so now the question we'll go with is just what's your take on the whole Urban Meyers situation and season? JB, you want to give us yours?
Okay, so. Now, I may have to go back to some other shows to look at it, but I called this a long time ago. I said this guy was going to get fired. He's good. Man.
It's very sloppy.
I think he should have been fired a long time ago. I think that his downfall started on draft day.
Yeah.
His first pick, a good pick. Your second pick in the first round, why? I love Travis Etienne, but why I want to draft a first-round running back to have to pay him first-round money when I got a guy who was a free agent, not drafted, who was a 1,000-yard rusher? That's a bad pick.
To be fair,
no,
he's not the GM.
But you can't tell me he didn't have his thumb on all those those picks. If you gonna tell me that lie, you playing yourself. You playing yourself. You are on some coach talk right now because you know daggone well he signed off on that pick.
Yeah.
He thought Travis Etienne was Percy Harvin-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you look at a guy like McCaffrey, what he can do to help a quarterback.
Oh, McCaffrey? Who are we talking about? The same guy
Well,
who stayed
I
hurt?
mean, a
Don't say
healthy
his name.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey is a fraud.
A healthy McCaffrey is dominant. Maybe there is no such thing as a healthy
When is he
McCaffrey.
healthy? Chris, when is McCaffrey healthy? Tell me.
That is that is the thing. But when healthy, he is dominant.
Oh, and you know what? One of the best qualities a player can have, availability.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't playing, if you're not playing, it don't matter how good you was or how good you look.
Be available.
Be available. Be able to step on that field and help your team.
Bruce Matthews.
The last 3 years, McCaffrey has fizzled out.
Bruce Matthews.
Yeah, I get
Okay.
that.
So, but like I was saying, Urban Meyer, get back to Urban Meyer. One, I mean, how many strikes you got to have? Urban Meyer, your first strike, your draft, your second strike, you lose a game, you don't even fly back with your team, and you get caught in a bar with a girl dancing. You are talking bad to your veterans, talking bad to your coaches, making piss poor decisions on the sideline.
Yeah.
He didn't make it. I mean, it is what it is. And you know, me and Chris talked about this earlier. College coaches sometimes come to the pros. They just ain't got the juice.
It doesn't work out.
It don't work out, man, because the whole mentality, you're dealing with grown men, not kids anymore.
Correct.
You don't get respect in the NFL just because your name is Urban Meyer.
Correct.
You gotta earn that respect. And he thought he coming in Urban Meyer, baby.
Yes, he did.
We like the guy said in the car, "What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner."
Hey, yo.
Look, the dude should have been gone a long time ago. He didn't make it. He is just one of the many long lists of great college coaches come to the NFL and have failed miserably.
Old ball coach.
This right here, this right here was the best thing for Trevor Lawrence. It's the best thing. He may have to get a new coach, new everything next year, but this is the best thing to get him off on the right foot. Get a real coach in there.
Yeah,
Con.
Yeah. Con man. He's a con.
That's the owner's name.
Yeah,
looking like Ronnie Fingers.
Yes, he does. The best.
He's like Irving.
Looking like the villain. Look like the villain on one of those cartoons.
Irvin's sitting there, he's just firing him as he's twisting his.
Just so y'all know, Travis Kelce ended the game on like a touchdown catch and run.
Oh wow,
man, he killed.
Travis Kelce ended up with 191 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Man, I do not want to look in fantasy and see if I'm playing that dude.
The Chiefs.
I'm playing him in one league, but also when you play multiple leagues, that's the problem. I'm playing against Kelce. You're like, do good, but not too good.
Oh yeah.
And he blew up, man.
The Chiefs
blew
are
up.
hot. That's
all right, Joey, what's your
good.
take on Urban Meyer? That was your boy in college.
Absolutely. And let me just say this, Chris and JB.
He's a molder.
He is a molder. He did fail at molding this situation. It's bad when the owners the best thing that the owners got going for him is his wrestling company, AEW. Tune in Wednesday nights, 8:00 TNT. Everybody.
Is he the owner of it? I know. And then
his son owns it.
He owns the whole thing, so the Rhodes kid doesn't have any partial ownership in it.
He may have a partial ownership, but
he's majority owner.
Khan's money. It's Khan's money.
He's majority owner.
Yes, it was pretty much Urban Meyer did what Richard Pryor used to say that his father accused him of when he thought that he was he was the big man on the big man on campus. Urban Meyer was caught smelling his own piss. He is not who we thought he was when it
say he's smelling his own piss.
Smelling his own piss. That's what Richard Pryor's father used to say about him. And good riddance to him, but I'm wondering if Notre Dame is kicking themselves right now. I'm wondering that. Because there are two jobs now. There's going to be a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on Marcus Freeman now. He has to win 9 to 10 games. He has to.
Dude, that's Notre Dame. They do it every year. That's what they do.
They do it. They did it every year with one of the best 5 coaches in college football.
The family.
It's different now. It's
the best. You know what? The best thing Notre Dame got going right now is they get to play the ACC schedule on there every year. They get an ACC. They get the ACC group. That's a guarantee. As long as they can avoid Clemson, that's a guaranteed 4 to 5 wins every year.
Oh yeah.
And they got to play USC, Navy. I mean,
Marcus Freeman has to win 9 or 10 games, or there's going to be
Meyer, man, get out of here.
No, I think right now Urban Meyer is so tainted. It's going to be 4 or 5 years before he gets a job.
College,
on TV next year.
His dream job is Notre Dame.
Yeah, but he is so tainted right now. And you look at guys that have been tainted, like a Les Miles, guys like that. Those guys don't go back and coach for teams.
This is Urban Meyer. This is different.
This is where he's all the other stuff was health related.
Urban Meyer is right next to Saban as
true. I would agree with that.
This is difference. If those guys, if Marcus Freeman doesn't win 9 to 10 games, if Sarkisian struggles, Texas and Notre Dame, I promise you will.
Yeah, but I agree in about 3 or 4 years.
I don't know if it's going to be that long.
Listen,
this is
Joey, this is 2021. There is no way Notre Dame going to fire Freeman after 1 year. They hired a black man to the coach. Hiring that guy in 1 year, bro.
No.
No way. The optics of that would be terrible.
Extremely.
And you hire a guy who seems like the biggest jerk in the world.
But he wins ball games.
That would be horrible.
He wins ball games. That's the unfortunate thing.
Notre Dame does care about their image.
It's college football. He's going
maybe in 3 or 4 years.
The coach that had who was the coach that somebody hired that had the false resume? And was it Notre Dame?
Yes, that was what's his name from Georgia Tech.
Georgia O'Leary? Was it O'Leary?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, these schools care about their image. And Notre Dame is one of those schools that cares about its image.
They care about winning too, JB.
Yeah, but they can win with the guy right. The players want him.
They could. We will find out.
Joey is still high on. You know how he is on a Mulder.
He
loves coaching.
He is arguably.
He's tainted, man.
He's arguably behind Saban. He's the best thing.
Did y'all see Walking Dead before?
Not seen one episode.
All right, well, I'm gonna break the scene down for you, make it real quick. So there's a dude who gets captured by these guys who are cannibals. They cut the dude's leg off. They start eating it. They don't know the dude has been bitten by one of the walkers. So when they start eating, he says, "Eat." Urban Meyer right now is tainted meat. You don't eat tainted meat, man.
He's not gonna get hired right away.
There hasn't been a coach. There hasn't been a coach with this much smoke since I can't even remember when.
He's gonna take a year off.
Not even a year. He took off more than that a couple years ago. Knowing he is the most tainted coach in America for the next couple of years. I can't imagine him even getting a a job in the next 3 years.
It's got to be the right job, and there are
Let me
two
give you a
right
name,
jobs.
Joey.
There are
Let me give
two
you a
right
name,
jobs.
Joey. Let me give you a name. Rick Pitino.
Exactly. Rick Pitino is on that level.
Rick Pitino, one of the best coaches of all time.
Yes, he is.
Do you think Rick Pitino should be on the national stage right now?
Absolutely.
He's at Iona, Joey.
Yes, he is, and he is winning. And
Yeah, that's gonna be him. He'll be at Texas.
He's gonna be at Florida Atlantic. He's gonna be like Nick Saban, go to Florida Atlantic or Florida International and work his way up. That dude is not going big time, no time soon, Joey.
It's gonna be years.
I don't know. We'll
Joey,
see. We'll see.
Look at me, Joey.
It's got to be the right job. There are two of them.
Tainted meat.
There are two of them. And Texas is desperate.
It's not that desperate.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are that desperate. And they're about to go to
the five-star Keys after one.
Conference also. You don't think Texas is that desperate?
No.
Oh, yes, they are.
I think that I think Urban Meyer is just so bad, looks so bad right now.
Oh,
there's a difference between looking bad, and that's the thing is he hasn't had one step that was correct, right, in a year. But he was already in a bad spot with a lot of the stuff in the past. A lot of his Florida guys, look how bad those guys turned out, right? Ohio State, he had the guy that was in trouble for, what was it, the weightlifting guy? What was he? Didn't he get in trouble for something?
I don't know.
For the drugs or something, I forget. It was something about, or like, no, the sexual assault or something. And he didn't fire him, right? Then he had, this year he comes in, you already said he had the bad draft. Old GMs were killing him about bringing Tim Tebow in, saying how bad that looked because you're getting a guy who's never played a position.
He's not an NFL coach.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's so tainted right now. I'm not saying
that
that
down the road he's going to get hired now. He needs to clearly go. He needs to go away so that no one talks about him. This is the whole, which is why Donald Trump is going to end up running. Go away. Everyone forgets about it.
Yeah, he's got to lay low for about 3 or 4 years.
It ain't gonna be that long.
All right, we'll get this. You should just make this your hot take. When will Urban Meyer be a head coach?
Ain't gonna be that long.
All right. Well, we'll transition.
What will be his next job? Your prediction.
Well, those are two. I'm not gonna throw Notre Dame yet because that guy deserves an opportunity to see what he can do. But trust me, Notre Dame is looking at Urban Union. They definitely are. Well, I'm not saying that they're looking at him, but they know that he's out there. Marcus Freeman is
Notre Dame. I'm disappointed in you, bro. You telling me Notre Dame just made a historical hire? You telling me they're already looking to move on because Urban Meyer got fired?
Well, Marcus Freeman is not the first black guy that's coached there. He's a second black guy.
Yeah, but how long did Whittingham? He stayed there forever.
I forgot Whittingham was there. My bad. That's right.
But he was there forever.
Yeah.
He was there forever.
Don't there long enough.
He was there for a while.
It wasn't that long.
How long did it take?
Coach at Notre Dame.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Well, yeah, he's only there for like 3 years.
It wasn't that long.
3 years.
Great first year, and after that, it didn't happen.
Look at Steve Sarkisian. Remember him with all that stuff? It took him like 5 years to get back into it, to a head coaching job.
Sarkisian didn't win national championships.
Yeah, but Sarkisian didn't have the smoke that Urban Meyer does right now. Urban Meyer is one of the most hated men in sports right now. Right today, he is.
He's not going to get hired today.
Even when Nick Saban or Spurrier, we didn't necessarily think about how awful they seem, right? They just didn't work. Meyer seems like everyone's like, man, that guy is awful, right? Like there's nothing good about him.
Nothing is, and that's why he's not going to get hired right now
for 3 to 4 years.
I don't know about that.
All right, well, we'll transition into what your hot take really. You got a hot take for us, Joey?
I've got the hottest take for you all tonight. Millions. Sunday, you want to make money. You're going to make money from the National Hockey League. On Sunday, I've got a parlay.
Uh-oh.
I've got 4 games.
Ooh.
Are you all okay with that? Are you
sure
okay
you don't want to?
with
You
it?
can do 3.
I'll do 3 games.
3 is still tough.
Okay. Here we go. Straight winners.
JB's writing this one down.
Are you ready for this, JB?
On it.
I got 3 games Sunday. Vegas, the Islanders. Did you all know that the Islanders played like 15 straight away games?
No.
That's weird. They played like 14 or 15 straight away games.
That was weird.
That was weird.
That was weird.
That was weird. How do you play that many away games? Well, the Vegas Knights will be visiting Staten Island on Sunday, and they will come out victorious. That's one. Got that, Mark JB?
They shall win. They going to.
They are. They are. Next one.
So you got the Islanders winning.
No, you got Vegas.
I got the Vegas Knights winning.
Okay, Vegas. I got it.
Next one. The LA Kings will be visiting Washington, D.C. without the great one, who will not be walking through that locker room door to hit the ice to show Ovi who the best hockey player of all time is.
No, you're no way they're winning.
Okay.
No way they're winning, Joey. That's a hot enough take anyway.
The Caps will be winning.
Oh, I was gonna say.
On Sunday.
Do not take the Kings.
I wasn't taking that, Chris.
Oh, I was like, oh, geez.
And my last one. The Kraken. Seattle.
The Kraken.
The Kraken will get cracked when these Toronto Maple Leafs visit them and will be victorious. Millions, if you want to win money, you will go with the parlay that I just gave you.
Uh-oh. Joe, are you putting your money where your mouth is? You better get on FanDuel and put $1 on that.
You know what? I may put $5 on that.
Uh-oh.
I think I will do that, Chris.
You got a FanDuel account now because you got the FanDuel stuff.
Yes, I do. And I think I will join the millions in getting this paper.
You sure you only want to put $1 and start small? What did I say? 362, Joey. $1 a day.
Maybe I should just start small.
Yeah.
You're
start
right.
Small.
Okay. I'll start small. Get your money, millions.
There you go. That's our hot take. We got a
three-game
parlay on
Three-game
Sunday.
hockey parlay from Joey.
That felt good.
Hockey parlay on Sunday. We got Vegas. We got the Golden Knights. We got our hometown Washington Caps, and the Maple Leafs going into Seattle and cracking the Kraken.
All caps.
So,
every week we should try to build a weekend parlay with like the 3 of us, so we each have to pick one team in the 3 parlay.
Yes.
There we go. Next week.
But it can't be like Duke versus, like it's got to be like under a certain. It's got to be a decent part. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If it's all right, so if it's a money line pick, can't be less than, let's say a negative for 350.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Yeah. So there we go. Next weekend we'll each pick it, and then we'll see if we can pop one.
Yep. There we go. That's good stuff. Hey, Thanks for joining CJ Squared episode 34. Hopefully Joey Hot Takes comes through. You make some money. All your fantasy guys out there, if you played Travis Kelce tonight, or you played Keenan Allen, or you
Mahomes,
played Justin Herbert or Mahomes, your fantasy Tyreek Hill too. Your fantasy playoffs are off to a good start.
I actually need
Congratulations. But you ain't won nothing yet, so don't get too happy.
I need to inform the millions that I actually did miss my hot take last week. I missed it at the freaking buzzer because NC State had Purdue beat, and Purdue went into overtime with them. So they did not go back-to-back losses on the weekend.
that's not bad though. Overtime against one of the top three teams.
Okay, so NC State didn't beat Purdue. They almost did, right? But they didn't beat them.
Yeah, went into overtime.
Yeah. Okay.
Got outscored 16-6, Joey.
There we go. Well, Chris and Joey, good luck on your fantasy games and your playoffs this weekend. I know that Joey and Chris are playing each other in one league. Good luck on your fantasy basketball. I know, Chris, you're trying to get yourself back into the playoffs.
I'm actually trying to get some minutes now.
Oh, okay. Joey is in his usual position, looking up to me in our division. I mean, that's been your spot for the last 3 years, bro. Let's be real here.
Always
You've been like this.
Always looking up, not for shooters either.
That is.
He's not even looking for shooters. He's just looking.
Yeah,
for
you're like, man, there's JB up there.
that is true.
So yeah.
And good luck for our bowl games. How many we got this weekend?
This weekend
There's 2 tomorrow.
We got 2 tomorrow.
Yes.
I already
The
made
old Coastal Carolina.
made my picks. I can tell you, I got another
So there's
spreadsheet.
six. Looks like 6 Saturday.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, Louisiana Lafayette. Whose squad is that?
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. All these bowls, so much fun.
Yeah, Louisiana Lafayette. That's my squad.
That's your squad right there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm loving it because I work from home, so I'm gonna be checking out Toledo and Middle Tennessee at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. I'll probably have it on my I got a new smart board that's a TV. I'll probably put it on there. Let it play, right? So yeah, we got the Bahamas Bowl and Cure Bowl tomorrow. And on Saturday, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games on Saturday.
There we go.
Starting with the Boca Raton, ending with the New
talking
Orleans
about.
Bowl.
There we go.
Looks like ODU plays on the 20th in the afternoon. Myrtle
Yeah,
Beach
you're gonna be
Bowl.
able to watch that 2:30.
2:30. Yeah, I'll probably be home sitting here doing nothing. Cleaning up the house, maybe check them out, see how they looking.
Yeah, there's some. When do the really good ones start? Like that's probably not.
Good ones start.
That's Tuesday, December 28th is Houston Auburn, so that's probably when you're
good one.
games.
Didn't Auburn starting quarterback last couple of years get into the transfer portal?
Yeah, a whole bunch of guys. Man, there's a whole bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Now this transfer portal is like free agency.
Yes, it is.
There's like 10.
That's what Lane Kiffin said. He was mad about it.
Easy.
That was one of Lane Kiffin's biggest complaints. He was like, "Oh man, it's like free agency, man. These guys
Whatever, Lane.
They're getting paid." Yeah, the same guy who left.
Yeah.
Left guys hanging when he went to different teams.
One dude, they said that that Ellers guy that he knew he wasn't going to play at Ohio State, but I guess in Texas you couldn't make any money at the time. So he went and he said he went and got his like $1 million and then transferred to Texas back to Texas.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Crazy.
He's already a businessman.
Louisiana's playing Marshall.
Make that money.
ODU, you got Kent State and Wyoming. Let me see. Some interesting ones. Missouri and Army.
Speaking of,
the only team with a losing record who got to a bowl was Hawaii. They got there at 6 and 7. I guess because they play in the Hawaii Bowl when nobody else wanted to go there.
Right.
When does Jackson State play?
Jackson State plays in the they play in something called a Celebration Bowl. And they play on Saturday too at 12 o'clock
Okay.
against North Carolina State
Okay.
on ABC. I'm just trying to figure out why, because I know these two teams are HBCUs, why these guys aren't playing in the FCS tournament.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they then Jackson State was probably ranked in the top 25 in that division.
Right.
But they probably get more money doing this game on TV than they
They
would
probably would.
being in the FCS tournament.
Yeah.
Did you see? Just saw Adrian Martinez to Kansas State. How does that guy have any eligibility left? I feel like that guy's been there for like 8 years.
Yes, he has.
Another guy, because they had another guy named Martinez that started at quarterback there before him.
Man, that's just what they do. It's like UGA at Georgia.
Yes.
They just
Yeah.
they just keep bringing in the same. Like I always bring in a Martinez. Says Pickett will skip the Peach Bowl.
Smart.
Michigan State's Walker is skipping the Peach Bowl.
Smart.
UCF is Gabriel's going to UCLA.
Okay.
There you
He
go,
got
Joey.
hurt, though, right? He was hurt. So he hasn't been playing in a while.
These guys got to skip. They learn. It's the Anthony Poindexter rule. Learn from Anthony Poindexter.
Or Jalen
What
Smith.
happened to him?
All-American. He was probably going to be a first-round pick. UVA safety. Got hurt in the bowl game. Ruined his NFL.
I don't think
career.
did he ever even play?
He played a little bit. He
Well,
ended
remember
up
Jalen Smith.
ended up getting a Super Bowl.
Jalen Smith tore all his. He was never
Yeah.
the same guy.
Yeah.
Remember there was a tight end. It was like Jake Butt, maybe
Yeah.
Michigan.
He played
He
for
got-
Denver. He played for Denver and did something. Yeah, you're right. He played for Denver.
He
I
was
did
never
not.
what he was supposed to be.
I
So
do not mind these guys skipping. That is a
Yeah.
business decision because it's a business anyway.
All right, fellas. About to sign off and stop this stream. Until next week. Next week be free. We can start anytime you want because
right.
I don't have school or
We gotta
work the
check
next
with
2
Chris.
weeks.
We got to check with Chris
So,
to see what
Yeah,
his
you know what I'm saying? So next week, what? Next Thursday will be the 23rd,
23rd.
30th. If y'all want to make it happen, let's do this. All right. All right, people. CJ Squared is out.
Bing bong.
oh, Bing Bong.
Bing bong.